好啦，今日咧我哋一大早啊，都唔入到1點嘅，咁嚟到我哋
好早㗎啦，
嚟到數碼港，究竟玩咩咧？
屯門入數碼港幾耐？
今日係，咁係咪玩數碼暴龍咧？
咁我哋嚟做乜嘢啊？
係，我 feel 後邊有啲熱氣。
咁你走開啦！
啊，原來咧今日咧我哋就試呢個 Xbox One 嘅 game 啊。
嗱，次世代機種有2部啦，好大型啦，一部 PS4 啦，我哋之前報道過啦。今次就輪到 Xbox One 啦，點樣都要啦，係咪？因為咧今次呢個其實呢個成個發佈會咧，主要咧就會係講關於 Xbox Live 啦，或者 Xbox One 入邊嘅一啲新嘅 function 嘅。
仲可以咧試下佢頭輪嗰啲幾隻 game 啦。
係。有冇嘢期待㗎？
我有隻 Forza 啦，同埋隻 Rise Sons of Bronze 啦。
係，嗰隻我啱啱試過都幾正啊！
你有啲咩期待啊？
我啊試下 Dead Rising 3係咪真係再咁跟住咁瘋狂啦？試下
嗱，對於我嚟，對於我嚟講，我真係冇乜 game 期待嘅，係又冇高達又冇剩。咁但係部機咧，好似話咧係有得揮下嘅，同 PS4 部機。咁所以好多新嘅 function 咧，我哋等陣咧就會有個專業嘅人士啦，同我哋一個講解嘅。係，所以而家咧睇下講座先啦。
Now, everything that I've just talked through here is focused around me and my profile. But what happens when I have a friend come over or my wife comes in the room? How do we deal with personalization there? Friend Alex here, he's not playing the role of my wife, he's playing my friend. Say he comes over, and he comes into my living room here and takes a seat here. Now we've gamed together, so he's logged in on my box before. It now welcomes him in here as well. It doesn't boot out the fact that I'm signed in. I'm still signed in. Up top now I can see both our gamer pics are here. But say that Alex has something funny. Say he's met someone recently and they posted a funny picture or video to Facebook and he wants to show that to me. He can easily call up his profile just using his voice. Xbox, show my stuff. So what happened there is Alex, just using his voice, was able to shift over his profile. And when I look at his profile, I can see he's got a different color that he's chosen. I can see that now he's signed in, his friends online are showing. If I come over to pins, again, all of his pins and his profile travels with him via the cloud. Any Xbox One he signs into is going to be his Xbox. The way that worked too, some cool stuff with the Kinect technology. We're sitting pretty close to each other. I could be, or I'm standing, he's sitting, but we could be on a couch next to each other. Kinect is increased precision, can get, it knows voice commands via tunneling within 5 inches of where that's coming from. So it knows that that voice command asking for that content came from him, not from me. And we can support up to 6 people being signed in at the same time in a room. So a great way to sort of do some automatic things on the back end and advance that forward. Thanks. I'm going to sign Alex out here. Now we have all this different content in here, but being able to get to this different content fast and switch between these different experiences, I can use my voice. I mentioned before, we have an invitation coming through. It's a little early for the demo, but that party invite that's coming through, at any point in time, if a friend comes online and wants me to game, he can send me a notification. What's cool about that notification system is I could be watching TV, and that invite could come through here. And one of the differentiated pieces about our platform is, say I go into a multiplayer lobby and I set up a match and I'm waiting for that match to come together. Rather than being stuck in that lobby waiting for that game to come on board and enough players, I could go do something else. And when that match comes together, I'll get one of those notifications and be able to jump right into that. That was really important to us when we looked at how we integrate TV and all these different experiences. We know from that core gamer perspective, it's really important to stay always in touch with my gaming friends and community. Not having to change inputs on my TV when I want to go watch the soccer match. I can stay in the same community here, still have my friends in contact, know when I'm online or offline. Now, if I want to be able to switch between different experiences, I can simply use my voice. Xbox. Go to Forza Motorsport 5. Xbox. Go to TV. Xbox. Go to Internet Explorer. Xbox, go to video. Xbox, go home. So again, simple, instant switching, easy to move through these different experiences. And again, shows to some of the Kinect advancements that we're doing with cancellation and cancellation of background noise and better focusing on where voice commands are coming from. Now, we know most people that are buying the console, what they're buying it for, first and foremost, is for gaming. So say I go into a game here. I start up a Forza match, but maybe that news program was a sports program and I wanted to keep watching the soccer match and I didn't want to lose track of it. It was in the final quarter. I can easily do two things at once. With Xbox One, we support multitasking. And I can snap different experiences together. So I'm setting up my Forza race here, but as I'm doing that, I can also continue to watch that TV program. Xbox, Snap TV. So now, I continue to have, this could be a multiplayer session, this could be a single player game, but I now have TV where I can continue to watch what's happening there. If I want, I could go full screen with that. At any time, in our markets where we launch, if you want to know all the things that you can snap, you can just say, Xbox Snap. Xbox Snap. And what this will do is it'll show you a directory of all the different types of content. So for this example, this is set off my US profile here, but TV, apps, the web, lots of different experiences you can bring together here. Music, if I'm playing a game and I want to bring up a playlist of music, I can do all of that here too. Xbox Unsnap. Xbox Go Home. So again, the point here is never having to miss a moment, always being in touch with your friends, and being able to get more time for gameplay and maximize all of your gaming time. We're going to shift gears a little bit and talk about some of the Xbox Live gaming story too. So I'm going to set up a race here. Do you mind turning that down just a little bit? So we have our online service Xbox Live and a couple key enhancements that we're making with Xbox One. One is on multiplayer. We're introducing and overhauling actually our reputation system. So if you like to play multiplayer games and you're connecting with different people, there's certain things that as good behavior and bad behavior. If you're finishing the matches that you start, if you're not trash talking everybody and being abusive, you're going to have a higher reputation in our community, and we'll reward you and you'll be able to play with like-minded players that are serious gamers. The other piece is we're introducing a new feature called Smart Match. And what Smart Match does is it better pairs you for a better gaming experience when you go into multiplayer. We look at a lot of different things, and game developers have some flexibility to build this in how they want. But it could be, what's your skill level? What are the types of games you play? What's the language you speak? What region do you live in? What's your reputation? And we think looking at all these factors, we can better pair people for multiplayer and have ultimately a better gaming experience in there. The second area is cloud. Xbox Live Cloud is a major innovation area for us. We've invested heavily here. We're building 300,000 servers out and putting them in global data centers all over the place to support and basically amplify the power of what we have with just the hardware here. When we tap into the Xbox Live Cloud, that just really multiplies that. There's a couple real ways that we're dealing with this today, and you can see in our service. The first is we're eliminating peer-to-peer hosting of multiplayer. We saw a lot of cheating happening. People are adjusting their router speeds and things like that, and it affected gameplay. Once we move that hosting into the cloud, it removes the human element and allows us to strip away that cheating problem. The second area is things like games like Forza. There's a feature in Forza called Drive-A-Tar. And rather than depending upon the game for artificial AI when I'm playing by myself, it creates profiles based on my friends that I actually race with. So Alex and I, we play Forza together. say he's working or he can't race with me, I can actually play against a profile that's built off the style of racing he does. How he whips into corners or out of corners, how he likes to pass. There'll be a profile that I'm playing that basically ghosts a real person's gameplay versus having artificial intelligence built in. Another area is smart glass. So smart glass we introduced with Xbox 360. We're introducing it again with Xbox One, where we have a new app. It's on all devices, so Windows devices, iOS, Android, all of them support it. And some of the cool things that are expanding on with smart glass is core gaming integration. In the next room, I don't know if you played with Dead Rising 3 there, but they have a great integration with the game where, say I'm overwhelmed, I have zombies coming at me from everywhere. I can climb on top of a car or get to a somewhat safe place, and I can actually use the Smart Glass app to call for help. And so a friend can come in from their mobile or their tablet, they can actually drop bombs and help clear the way. And sort of looking at that second screen, how that can amplify both other friends coming in or me using those second screens to enhance my gameplay. In the future, we think all of this cloud integration is just going to just continue to amplify. Imagine there's going to be new games that come out that take hundreds of players and put them in the same map. And again, not being dependent upon just what's in this box, but being able to harness the power of the cloud, I can remove latency issues in the gameplay because we have all of that extra horsepower coming through. Now, I came here to the beginning of this race. I'm going to start a race. I've already told you I'm terrible towards racing games. Aren't my I like first-person shooters, but I'll jump in here. I'll start a race. It's meant to talk about some of our sharing in our game DVR story. We know that sharing is becoming a bigger and bigger story in gaming. Just a quick search of YouTube, you just see thousands upon thousands of videos of people uploading their own gameplay. We have the ability to capture gameplay at any time in a game. You can use your voice and just call out Xbox to record that, and it'll grab the last 30 seconds. You can also set up to record, and at any time you can grab the last 5 minutes worth of gameplay. So you can take those clips and do some cool things with them. And that's where we really differentiate with our game capture and sharing story. And I'll show you a quick example of that here. So I go into the race. Take me a second here. Again, I've warned you. I'm sure I will demolish this car in no time. I'm friends with some of the guys on the Forza team. If they ever saw me playing this, they would never let me demo it. Alright, see, I'm already listening. Okay. Xbox, record that. Alright, we'll just do something with Right Smash. Alright. It's going to let me know when a game clip's been recorded down here. There, we'll smash into the wall. I'll go back out here. Now, I captured a short clip. It's only at the very beginning of the race, but if I was deeper in a game, I could capture the clip doing the same thing I just did. Xbox, go to Upload Studio. So Upload Studio is a simple, easy-to-use video editing application that we build into the platform. So I can take that clip or other clips I record in games. I can then add backgrounds, voiceover, basically trick it out and then share it out with my friends, the Xbox Live community. I can even take it off the console if I'd like and put it wherever I want, Facebook, YouTube, etc. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring you guys into it here. I've got a couple different options for my template. I'm going to choose picture-in-picture. We've seen this picture-in-picture, it's popular for a couple ways. We see people that are using it to help each other. So there's a difficult part of the game, you want to help someone get through the game, you use this picture-in-picture and walk through some steps. We also see people taunting each other. So you're playing Killer Instinct and you want to show off that you've just annihilated your friend. You can do that. Go back here, choose Game DVR. I'll find the clip I just recorded. And then now, I'm going to record with Connect. So knowing that we have a sensor with every Xbox One, we can come in here and we can actually start recording. And so it's going to show on the left here, this is the very beginning of the race, because it went back 30 seconds. But we're in here. I could be coming into the picture. We could be, saying, all right, this is the worst lap time I've ever seen on Forza. But when you're done recording, just hit stop. I can accept that. I can choose a skin. So we have some cool defaults here. We'll continue to expand and add different backgrounds and themes here. I like this embers one. It creates a burning effect in the background. You'll see in a second. And then we can finish a couple last things here. I can name it. I can tag it. All of my Forza clips have epic fail, so I'll select that. And then upload. This is where I get to choose. Do I just want to share this out with my friends in the Xbox Live community? Or do I want to share this and put this also into my SkyDrive folder because I want to take it off? After that, it just starts encoding right on the fly. After about a short clip like this, after about 50%, comes up here in just a second, I can preview. And I can see the clip we just created. Decide whether I like what I did there, check my work while it continues to encode on the other side.
好啦，聽完講咗一大堆英文啦，咁我哋又問下啲問題啦，咁樣講，放心，我係聽咗少少明嘅。你見到仲有咩啊？係好流口水啊！係啊，都明嘅，因為見到咁大畫面咧，佢示範咗好多，例如頭先我哋嘅都幾中意就係佢可以咧即時咧錄你嘅打機個片段啦，都未夠喎，因為咧見唔見到有個鏡頭喺度啦，係錄埋你打機個樣。 可以 PIP 剪埋段片，成單嘢即係乜嘢啊？我哋成單嘢即係乜嘢？我諗到一個，我哋唔可以再扮叻啦，因為啲玩家咧喺屋企都可以自己拍啲打機片段，加埋 PIP 添。唔係啊，係乜嘢？你知唔知啊？佢哋成日催我快啲 upload 我條打機片啊！即刻搞掂啊！而家即剪啊！你明唔明啊？仲可以 PIP 添啊！不過咧有個限制嘅，好似咧就唔會咁長嘅。嗱，如果 PS4 比較咧 ，PS4 15分鐘啦，個錄影片呢度咧就好似係5分鐘到嘅啫。5分鐘到啫，係短少少嘅，冇咁長嘅。咁但係個剪嗰個同埋做 rendering 咧都係好快。你見到1比1嘅速度咧，哇！我哋冇得再扮咧點上？咁咪走咯，好唔好玩啲好啲玩 game 咯？我唯有去試下啲 game，你哋冇得試嗰啲啊，就鬧口。嗱，狗你而家咁咪試緊 game 啦，係啊，大家即刻衝過去咧，睇下佢玩緊啲咩好唔好？好，改先。 好啦，啱啱我同阿靚女傾偈嘅時候咧，咁啊唔係幾想過去拍下狗嘅其實啊，咁啊冇計啦，咁見佢打機一隻新 game 嘅時候咧，咁啊見到一個著名網友啦，阿林喬偉喎，咁啊過去睇一睇先，一陣再傾講。OK， 好啦，咁啊阿狗其實呢隻揀嗰隻咩 game 嚟嘅啫
？Forza 啊嘛，我見佢阿 Cyril 喺度打 GT 嗰陣時，咁多人喺度講，咁啊即刻就攞嚟試下啦。咁你見到我駕駛嘅技術？ 好明顯同 Cyril 係爭好遠㗎啦，一流㗎係嘛？唔好咁講，好過 Cyril 夠㗎啦。係啊，8流啦，未到9流嘅。我都係揸8仔嘅啫嘛。係啊，咁你覺得點？你自己都有試過喎。你覺得隻 game 點啊？
佢畫面好流暢咯。好流暢。係啊，同埋你睇嗰個 texture 啊，我覺得都好靚。嗯。係啊，不過我玩開車展嘅，車展咧通常要嗰個速度咁樣好強。係。咁啊，我頭先用車前邊嚟玩，咁發覺嗰個畫面係我睇落去好似係已經係做咗60%，即係1秒60格。係啦，開始講啲專業嘅用語啦，係嘛？係啦。唔係我講緊 game 先啦，好嘛？咁你 game 你睇下嗱，嗰個玻璃嘅真實感啊，嗱撞爆玻璃啊，係非常之過癮嘅，即係你諗下呢種感覺非常。反而你可以着重畫面上係再多少少喎，咁可能阿九啊着重玩法上啦。咁我覺得咧呢啲賽車 game 我覺得係簡單少少嘅，即係冇開 GT6嗰啲咁追求咁真實性啦。咁可能呢隻 game 可能比阿 Cyril 嗰啲咁低級嘅呢啲玩家咧，咁可能會更加易上手。可能對啲高級玩家，可能阿九嗰啲咧，又覺得舒暢 OK 喎。可能對追求畫面上啊、駕駛感覺上啊，非常舒暢先啱。咁呢隻咧亦都係一個不二嘅選擇嚟嘅。
而家咧，我哋有教大家點樣去用遊戲嚟追女仔。嗱，呢一隻 game 就叫 Soon Tai Loon， 咁其實咧係一隻好得意嘅 game 嚟嘅喎。你睇下，首先咧， 佢係成個動物園啦。咁你其實基本上係個模擬動物園嚟嘅。你見到入邊有大笨象啦，有老虎啦，又有長頸鹿啦，好多嘢咧，全部係自己起嘅喎。你只要首先起咗一個公園咁嘅位置啦，然之後咧，你就可以入邊咧就加啲嘅動物落去，譬如係隻啲老虎啊咁樣獅子啊，見到最後咧就有大笨象嘅樂園啦，係啊，好得意啊！有細象仔。跟住上成個咧就係模擬動物園 feel 嘅，咁你而家有啲 function 咧可以行得快啲，譬如話佢有個叫 Tiny Wheel 啦，去翻最高，然之後去揾地方，譬如可能而家呢度有長頸鹿喎，我帶你睇長頸鹿啊，我哋嗱我哋睇長頸鹿，哇你睇下，係咪平時同你去其他動物園要逼噶嘛？我哋而家咁樣睇，你睇下幾開心，但係走晒長頸鹿好似
嗰邊啊，
喺邊啊？嗰邊啊？你睇下幾咁融洽啊！我哋係咪成單嘢幾咁開心啊？喺動物園喎。唔單止係咁樣個，咁動物園咧因為太大咧會有車噶嘛，佢啲載具啊啲車咧都可以攞嚟揸嘅，可以揸住啊，即係去坐架車咁樣兜佢哋風，一路環住動物園玩，所以其實真係好開心㗎。你中唔中意隻 game 啊？
我中意啊，但係我更加中意啲血腥少少嘅嘢。
喂啦，而家人哋玩血腥 game 啊，你講晒佢啦，我唔講啦而家。
佢話咧，佢玩完隻 game， 我同佢講話，我翻屋企再教你佢去我屋企啦，已經係啊。但係而家但係我唔可以放得你哋噶嘛，啱唔啱先？所以攞試埋隻 game 俾大家呢啲聽眾觀眾睇下，知隻 game 玩咩？
咁有幾血腥啊？而家，因為佢中意你，唔中意我啊？
本身係因為靚仔嘅，但係因為如果隻 game 嚟講咧，咁呢隻 game 咧，因為有歷史背景啦，仲要係血腥得嚟咧，同埋動作咧係幾暴力下，係幾爽。係咪先？
但我真係拚到肉。
見唔見到？因為咧，本身咧見唔見到呢個敵人咧，佢本身咧冇乜血㗎。我喺度斬佢咧係多血㗎嗱，俾你睇大家睇，係咪見到啊？佢係咪血已經血流披面啊？
披面啊！
係啦，本身佢冇乜血㗎嘛。嗱，而家再斬佢先。嗱，佢擋得好勁嘅。可以。
好似右眼爆咗啦。
係啦，即係佢會翻嗱，見到紅色呢個骷髏球骨啦。係。咁樣其實如果我唔知點出招啦，如果撳到個招嘅話咧，其實可以斬斷佢嘅手腳。
全部所有嘅即係四肢。
斬斷手腳咧，即係唔係好似咧我哋之前玩過 Metal Gear Rising 咁咧，好似公仔咁可以漏電咁啊！啲機械人咁樣講，佢唔係嘅，見到啲骨嘅，好核突嘅，見唔見到？其實周圍。
佢點解會中意呢啲嘢㗎？
咁唔知喎，可能呢啲係天生嘅呢啲嘢，呢啲可能佢嚟自俄羅斯。
唔信
部族啊！
我揾多隻恐怖 game 先，我揾多隻血腥 game 俾佢下先。
點啊點
？Now I'm English。
係。
OK。
係咩樹話
？Export。
係。
Go Dead Rising 3。
Fail 喎係嘛？
老豆。
我見到啲嘢喎。
你見唔到啊？
哇！好細。撈到嘅。嗱，即係頭先咧見到啲咩咧？頭先咧我講翻，因為我驚 key 唔到對白。係啦，咁啊頭先咧Cyril 咧就講咗話 Go to 咩啊？
Dead Rising 3，
即係咧佢即係意思話入 game 啦咁樣講，跟住咧就會正常咧，如果係語音標準嘅話咧，標準嘅 English 咧就會入到隻 game 嘅。好可惜咧，頭先係真係入到嘅。
You doesn't know that，
係 doesn't know that 咗。
唔好講呢啲啦，講底啲我哋嗱呢隻咧就 Dead Rising 3啦，即係 Dead Rising 3啦，咁不嬲都係今次就係Xbox 呢邊獨佔 game 嚟嘅，獨佔 game 嚟嘅。咁但係咧呢隻 game 咧，哇！我叫俾佢知係講嘅。
冷靜啲先，
係咪先？係啦。嗱，而家隻 game 咧，喂，我用嗰度先，唔搞佢。
成身都係血喎。
嗱呢隻 game 咧，今次咧就同上一集咧，老實講，我覺得冇乜太大分別嘅。但係最大問題咧就係話呢一集咧係可以隨時隨地自己整武器啦。咁呢一個分別係最大㗎啦。
即係唔使再喺個工作台度整武器啦，要。係
啦，咁但係你見到咧，始終都係喪屍 game 啦，咁所以如果中意玩喪屍無雙嘅朋友咧，應該會中意嘅。
因為你見到一樣嘢係
除有載具㗎，
有載具啦，呢個都係嘅。咁但係咧，其實呢個我覺得唔係我想講係重點嚟嘅。重點係乜嘢咧？你見唔見到嗰度左下角咧有個咁嘅 pad 啊？一個 pad 嚟㗎，
呢個 pad。咁
其實呢個 pad 咧係咩 pad 都得嘅 ，Android 啊咩 pad 都得嘅，咁手機都得。有一個 Apps 咧就叫做 Smart Glass。咁呢個係咩嚟嘅咧？咁 Smart Glass 咧其實咧佢而家好似未開到啊。咁成日係咩嚟咧？佢會可以咧其實同啲 game 做聯動。譬如佢今次咧就可以同呢個 Dead Rising 3咧做個聯動，就係話咧原來入邊咧有啲指令啊，可能有人會求救啊，或者係嗰啲寶箱喺邊度啊，或者嗰啲點樣揾料啊，全部咧個 Smart Glass 咧其實都會話到俾你知。
即係變咗一個number 2嘅 screen 咧，係另外你玩隻 game 啦。
係啦，咁所以咧我啱你咪話你個嗱，即係啲嘢都血腥 game 啦，係咪先？冇
幾多血腥？幾多血？
一定唔會唔係血腥 game 啦。咁但係問題係咩啊？我多你一樣嘢啊！佢可以陪我玩啊！
點解嘅？
佢可以幫我 check 資料啊嘛。 做我助手啊？
好
得唔得？
你輸咗起跑線上冇計啦，冇計，因為我已經翻咗我屋企啦。我聽見咧，頭先我哋聽講就 Xbox Live 咧，佢話譬如你唔夠打嘅，譬如咧俾啲喪屍圍到要上車頂嘅，咁即刻叫啲 friend 咧入嚟幫你喎。係啦，
因為可以 call 支援咁樣。係啊，所以呢個其實新 function 咧 ，Xbox 好多互動嘅入邊啊。所以見到佢咬死我啦！
即係而家打機唔係真係自己一個打機㗎。冇錯啦。咁啊，你個遭遇同佢一樣啊！哇，嗱。
唔係佢想顯示我同嗰個女仔嘅關係。
係都打機打得傻咗啦，我哋都係走啦，好冇？
迷香港每日上載視像專欄，自家網頁、YouTube、Facebook 全程發放。
各路強人，每日幾分鐘，多角度分析時事財經，緊貼世情，
很快、很準、很狠。
憑心而論，以正視聽。
人民超市榮譽巨獻，隆重推出多款海產食品。
世界最多膏嘅蟹有高蟹之王稱譽嘅麵包蟹，每隻約重600克，大約長16 cm， 優惠價每隻都係88蚊。俄羅斯皇帝蟹半邊爪，約重800克，大約長37 cm， 每半邊原價388蚊，特價328蚊，限量名額100隻。加拿大珍寶牡丹蝦刺身。巨無霸級嘅牡丹蝦嚟自加拿大，堪稱係海蝦中嘅極品，蝦肉肥美，鮮甜無比。解凍後當作刺身嚟食，的確係頂級嘅享受啊！每盒1公斤重嘅加拿大牡丹蝦約有15至19隻，而家優惠價每盒只係賣450蚊咋。
喺人民超市購物滿400蚊可享送貨服務。訂購及查詢，星期1至5上午11點至下午6點，打嚟25686811，
又或者上 www.25686811.com 人民超市網站選購啦。